plotting on them with it. Tryna just fuck with my vibe. Smoke up, that's in the blend. Plotting on them with it.
Oh, it's back. It's here.
Test.
There you go.
Okay, we're live.
You're here.
All right.
You've arrived.
All right, here we go.
We have arrived in the moment.
I forgot
together.
to turn the lights on, but other than that.
All right. We love the
Well,
lights. Yay!
Hey, everybody!
Oh, it's my favorite background ever!
What?
Where did you find that background?
That was what I had planned for the My Dan class.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I had the My Dan class
Oh my
looking
god,
pretty
I love
slick.
it!
Yeah,
Thank you.
I was excited about that.
Oh my god, I love my
Forgot to turn the lights.
background. I just saw it for the first time.
Are you liking it?
I love it. I love it. That's
What
my
do you
color
guys
scheme.
think? Do you
Bax
guys,
knows
let's
me.
see. There
That's
you
my
go.
full-on color scheme. Yeah.
A little bright. Oh,
Oh,
man.
oh,
On a bill.
Oh, wait. What am I doing? Why do I keep... Oh! That's so exciting. Oh, my God. What an amazing... Why can't I not... I keep getting my not... I can't do the mirror thing. I keep moving
everything's
in front of their face instead of
Okay.
revealing. Oh, my God.
All right.
Wow, I'm inspired
Am I
already.
too dark? I kind of
I'm
like it
inspired
dark
already.
like this.
No, I like it. Yeah, this is our mood class.
This is our
Let's
mood
have a
class.
mood class. Come
yeah,
on.
let's do it. Well, we're going to talk My Dan stuff
I love
tonight.
it.
Oh, which reminds me. That
Back to
I
the
don't-
shadow side.
Okay.
It reminds you.
Yeah, we were going to do a blindfold class. Did you find a blindfold?
Oh, right. Oh, no. I can grab one, actually, right from the foyer.
Okay.
Hang on.
Go ahead and grab a blindfold for me. Welcome, everybody. The Hoop Convergence Countdown is on. Are we live? Hopefully we're live. I am still noticing we have all the cameras working, and I'm really curious if y'all could tell us if the picture looks just as good. And I'm not going to go into a lot of technical stuff
He wants to
tonight.
know if his money has been well spent.
Well, I want to know. Yeah, in a way, I do because hey, Lauren. Man, I am missing Shelly. Shelly has not been here for a while. Does anybody know?
No, I feel like sometimes, sometimes people just take a
Lindsay?
rotation out and then
Yeah,
kind
but
of
she
rotate
was like
back in.
she was super regular. I just hope everything's okay.
Oh yeah, no, same. We can
Yeah,
send her the
for
best
sure.
energy and
I know she's had
intentions
some
and prayers.
health issues, and I'm just hoping she's all right.
Yep. Amen.
I saw Carla was here, Jackie's here, Jennifer's here. Sweet. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So I replaced a $500 part that broke with a $200 part, and so that's why I'm asking if it looks as good. If it looks as good, I have about $800 in returns I'm going to make. If it's not as good, let me know. And if you can't tell because of the low lighting, also let me know. And as far as low lighting, we'll get that going now. There we go. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna backs out. I'm gonna backs out over here.
Oh yeah,
Get
look
ready.
at you. I don't know where my blindfold is.
You need to
actually.
find a rival, a blindfold of a rival color. We got to be, in our respective. Well, I don't think you have one that's this green anyway. And of course, I'm doing my usual thing of having green clothing and being partially invisible. Hey, Mars. Thank you, Jackie. You're sweetie. This is looking a little too Axl Rose for me.
What?
I'm not liking this. I'm
Are you
trying
a
to.
Guns N' Roses fan? I can't imagine that you were.
I mean, no, first of all, but I like a couple songs.
I liked them.
How can you not like Sweet Child of Mine?
Yeah, I love that song.
That's a sweet tune.
I think it looks good. Pretty much about the same. Hard to
Yeah.
tell with the lighting. maybe.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
It's a little
Well,
different
if it's
with
the
lighting.
same, that's awesome, y'all. I mean,
Yeah, no,
the
it's great.
same.
I think it's pretty great, Tom.
Same is
it's
good
pretty
news.
sharp. It's pretty sharp. I think we're sounding pretty good. Right? Hi, Hoopy Smiles.
All right, sweet.
Thanks
Catch
for
the replay.
stopping by.
Let's
Come
record.
on back on your replay. Thanks for watching it on the replay and sharing that with us. That's so sweet.
Yeah, November Rain.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some guy told me once that Every Rose Has Its Thorn was his favorite Guns N' Roses track. But that's Poison.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nothing like Guns N' Roses.
Damn. Yeah, you're
Anything
right.
you want to say before we jump into class?
No, I'm gonna the blindfold. I got very excited when you brought up the blindfold before class. I was like, "Dang, that is just," because I have drifted away from the blindfold. I used to blindfold a lot, which you remember. Yeah, I used to blindfold all the time,
Yeah.
and I kind of enjoyed it as much as you did for a long time.
What made you stop?
It was just realizing it. It was probably just the transition to trying a. Tom, your thing is going. Okay. Transitioning to a lot of off-body stuff with a small hoop, and wanting a lot of speed, and just there is a difference, I think, when you're off-body and tossing, and really trying to. I was trying to break connection with the hoop. Because I was kind of dependent on always having a point of contact. I was realizing that it was hard for me to let go of the hoop in my flow. And so I really began to work on that. And then that is a lot easier without the blindfold, simply because our spotting with our eyesight is a lot more accurate. So that's what really got me into it. Yeah, and having a smaller hoop, I think, led me out of going into those deeper, hey, Jordan, into those deeper flows that you can reach with the blindfold. But I always love to blindfold. I love to watch blindfolded hooping as well.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed that.
Yeah, you know, I found all these old videos. I've been converting the old mini DV.
Uh-huh.
When we first started filming, y'all, well, one, phones didn't have video, and we all filmed on something called, oh, look at that.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Amanda.
Yeah.
We all filmed on something called mini DV. We actually had to put tapes in, and they were limited. They had
Physical tapes, real
60-minute tapes. So I'm converting those to digital
Yes!
files. I posted one from my class a couple of months ago.
Oh my God.
But
This is
and
going to be amazing, y'all.
Your video, a lot of your videos are blindfolded.
Yes, I was so into it. My first hoop videos. Yeah, that really helped me in front of the camera. My self-consciousness.
Yeah,
This is
for
another
sure.
thing to think about. Another way to use blindfolds at home. If you want to film some practices and you're curious about, oh, Thomas, oh my God.
Hey. How y'all doing? We'll fix the curtain in a little bit.
We're getting our chaplain
All right, let's
on.
get going here. I forgot to put a timer on, but we've got to be over 5 minutes now.
But film yourself with the blindfold, is that what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and sometimes you can maybe get a more accurate snapshot of where you're at.
Okay. I'm ready to get going.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we should be back on. Should be good as far as the stream. I know, thanks for your patience Saturday and through all those different Saturdays. I'm not tweaking anything. I didn't tweak anything tonight. The music seems to still be breaking up. I don't know what that is. We're doing our best, but I think it might just be as something simple as this $10 cable, which I have ordered. Anyway, okay, we're gonna go blindfolded. And quick, my Dan trivia question. I don't know. I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Oh wait, I gotta go back to the.
no. You won't require your sight for this answer.
Okay.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you have to say.
Yeah. No, I just need the mic.
What my Dan do you associate? What my Dan do we associate with blindfolding?
Darsha.
Darsha the open-handed, that's right. And so tonight we're going to be talking about Darsha. In Saturday's class we talked about spirit wind and what that meant, and I don't think there's a better example of a My Dan that demonstrates this idea of feeling for things, and especially feeling for the spirit wind, Darsha. So I'm gonna set her up during our sway,
Love
and we're
it.
gonna do some blindfolded exercises tonight. All
Thank
right.
you.
Oh, nice. Somebody playing along with Anne's trivia question. Audible in. Darsha the open hand. My Dan are collected in different ways. Each Maidan has a different story. Most of the Maidan are collected, and by collected I mean brought back to the order of the Maidan. The myth, almost all the Maidan, their mothers have passed away, usually at an extremely young age for the baby Maidan. And so collecting the Maidan is very important for the future of that baby. Some Maidan are collected late in their lives. Darsha was collected when she was about 3 years old, maybe 4. Darsha had been, as a baby, kind of a celebrity because she was born blind. But the village that she lived in, those villagers believed that she could move weather. She could move wind. And they believed that because Darsha, an extremely cute little girl with a big head of red hair, was born blind, would find a sunny spot. She would lift her tiny hands and she would start to feel the air around her. Villagers said it looked like she was petting the air. And this adorable little girl would, her hands open, would dance in sunny spots and move with the breezes that she felt. And as the villagers watched her, they felt calm and joy, peace. So many of them would stop what they were doing every day, or every time she would dance with the wind, they would stop what they were doing and they would watch. Some of the villagers would blindfold themselves so that they could feel what she was feeling. And this became more and more popular, and as Darsha would sway with the wind, bigger and bigger crowds would come to sway with her. One day, Darsha's mother sets her in a sunny spot, takes a fairly long walk down to the river to do some washing. Darsha's mother never comes back. The village goes and looks for her. They find her washing, they find her shoes, but there's no her. Days and weeks go by. It becomes very clear that something bad has happened to Darsha's mother. So one of the villagers takes off, walks to find the Maidan. I'm going to keep swaying. And they bring Saza back. Saza sees young Darsha, who's been crying and crying for her mother. And she asks Darsha if she wants to dance with the wind, and Darsha says, "I don't want to dance anymore. Where is my mom?" So Saza picks her up and puts her into her arms, and together, Darsha being carried, they walk out to a sunny spot. And holding Darsha, Saza just gently rocks and sways back and forth. Audible breath in. Saza says to Darsha, I can feel your mother's love for you. I can feel her sweet touch on you. I can feel her concern for you now. Saza says to Darsha, she wants me to invite you back to be and live with us. She says it's okay. Darsha reaches up to Saza's face with her little hands and begins to feel Saza's face, making a shape of it in her blind mind. And as she's feeling Saza's cheekbones and her hair, she begins to wrap her little arms around Saza's neck. And she brings her little face in between Saza's chin and neck. And she slowly begins to fall asleep. Audible breath in. Saza closes her eyes and sways the sleeping Darsha. After her sway, Saza and Darsha walk back to the village, and Saza tells the elders she is one of us, and she will be in good hands. The villagers thank her, they weep. Saza and Darsha walk back to the Maidan forest. Audible breath in. I invite you now to bring your awareness to the palms of your hands, to keep your eyes closed, and to feel as you move your hands the wind on your hands. If you can't feel anything, then try harder to focus on bringing your awareness to your hands, and then let your awareness do its thing. And as your awareness grows, you'll begin to feel air on the backs of your arms, on your face. Breath with you. Take breaths in and out. Okay. It's an extra long sway. Yeah?
I'm all about it. I'm so about it. Wow, the long sway. I'm in the zone. That was so nurturing and healing for me. Woo! Just being in that subjective space, that was like such a learning for me, and that's what my whole first book was about. Really, tuning into that subjective feeling space Oh my God. Yeah, I'm really like in the zone. I hope everybody else is too.
Uh, yeah, well, I am actually.
Let's zone out. Let's stay in
Yeah.
the zone.
Yeah, the more I have sort of tilted my wings towards this HoopCon and the My Dan class, I've been, I just feel like I'm just going to step into my full hippie. I've just been feeling like super connected to this feeling, and
Yeah.
realizing that,
It's a spirit.
yeah, oh sweet, they liked it. Good. Okay, cool.
Yay.
So I thought we would let's keep going with Darsha, and so in the My Dan, of course, everybody learns to hoop, and Darsha is no. Oh, I see.
What's going on?
I'm trying to level my camera. But, Darsha was no different. So we're going to talk about Darsha's first hoop experience. So Darsha, if you heard the name Saza, so there are different. I'm not exactly sure what the linear timeline is of all these different My Dan. Like if they all knew each other, if they were all like if it was hundreds of years between Saza and say Jula. I don't really know that.
It's in a timeless space.
I know that Darsha though is one of the first of probably 40 My Dan. So by the time Darsha arrives, they have established. So there's a woman that we'll talk about later in the month about Krista the Beautiful, and she's the one that sort of brings in the orphanage idea to the My Dan, where they need to go and start collecting babies. But by then, Darsha, they already had that system going, or probably did. But Darsha comes back, and so Saza is the principal, what they call the prima madre of the My Dan. But in the My Dan, and this is the way it always was, you spent time with everybody. And so everybody, they would call madre, they would call all the My Dan their madre, but they would have a prima madre, kind of a behind the scenes as a principal caregiver. They seemed to think that that was a good idea. So Saza was her principal caregiver, but Ana and Pasha both play a big part. So we're going to talk.
Aunties. That's the
That's
aunties
right.
for you.
That's right. So anyway, grab your hoops. Do this. There it is. Nope. We're gonna do point-ish stuff. We're gonna do blind point. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Actually, a little more melodic, or a little bit chill. Be a little bit more chill. Different. Okay, here we go. All right, so you can drop your blindfold. You can hold your hoop. I want to try and help you understand how magical Darsha's first hoop experience was. Because Darsha was born blind. And although throughout her whole life she considered that a blessing, it still presented certain conditions. Darsha had always heard her mother would say, "The sun is a circle. The moon is a circle." And outside of those two references, when Darsha was a young child, she really only thought of a circle that way. When Saza presented Darsha her first hoop, she said, "The tool we use is a circle, and here is one I have made for you." Darsha got so excited because the only circle that she had ever known was the sun and the moon. And she even asked Saza, she says, is it like the sun, the moon? Saza said, yes, but inside of the circle is you. Completed. So for little Darsha, she realized that she was completing the sun and the moon. And with her little hands holding the hoop, she began to rub the hoop all over her little body. She began to pet it like she did the wind. I am dancing with the sun, she said. I am moving with the moon. Saza said, that's right, Darsha. And you're in the center. Audible breath. Oh, Saza said to Darsha. Darsha took her literally and she opened her hands. And with her hands open, she could feel wind on her hands again. And like an old habit, she began to dance with the wind. But now with the sun and the moon. She took big breaths in. Audible breath. Oh. Oh. Okay. Audible breath. Okay. All right. Do you have any thoughts, Ian, before we jump into the next exercise?
Yeah, I still have to kind of fight with myself to not have an agenda in an exercise like that. But it's also great to come up against that edge and be able to let go of it, which I did feel like I was able. That is easier with the blindfold, I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, as always, we would love to know your thoughts, y'all, as we move through
your
all these things
experiences.
in the comments. And
yeah, great track, very peaceful track.
you know, I think I am having this. What I love about story, you know how like you can read the same story again and again, and it can affect you differently. For me, the My Dan stories are that way for me. And what I've never really in my whole time, you know, I've taught Darsha a lot, and I've had, you know, these type of dances with her for all my hippie friends. I felt the calm though, like there, and I really felt that in that moment, that character of Darsha must have been feeling a sense of hope, you know, because in a way, hope brings about a calm, you know. It's one way to hope is one way to find calm.
Truth.
You know, and I've never really thought about that, and so maybe this is dumb, and I'll think about it again later. But I really think that I was just feeling her calm in that, and feeling Saz's, and then in that first one, I just kept feeling Saz's love so deeply.
Yes.
You know, I just felt it like coming through my heart. How much she must have cared for her.
Yes.
You know? Anyway.
So much love for those non-birth mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad you put it that way. You know, I feel like I've had a couple.
Yeah.
All due respect to my own mom.
Yes. Yes. It's a true gift to the world.
Okay, so digging this kind of I'm veering off the path with our so our next
veer
move.
Away.
We're gonna be doing some off-body rolling for our next move. So if Hooping gave me hope, sweet.
That's beautiful, Lauren.
Well, same here. Sure. Good for you. Thanks for sharing that. Oh gosh.
Yeah, hooping is powerful medicine.
There's this
we
group
always
I totally want to hear, but I can't remember the name. We'll try.
Oh wait, a song like another track, a similar track?
Yeah, but I thought about them recently, and I really wanted to bring them back in. Okay, so we're going to do another blindfolded exercise, but I'll show you. We're going to do all blindfolded. Oh, thanks for the donation, y'all. Oh, I don't have that. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do for this. Hey, Ann got a package. No, I mean it's in the shot, right? Okay, so I'm going to tell another Darsha story, but the movement that we're really going to be working on is rolling, and you'll sort of see as the story goes on what this is going to be. But of course, this is a HoopPath class. You can do anything you want to. You could do core hooping during this if you really wanted to, but we're going to do blindfolded. So. Yeah. Oh, cool. All right, so I'm going to drop my blindfold. So it became believed. That Darsha's mother had most likely drowned. All her stuff was by the creek. She loved Darsha completely. No one believed she had abandoned Darsha. She would never have done that. The current that day at the river was pretty strong. The rocks were always slippery. And so as Darsha grew up, as she grew older, she learned that her mother most likely had drowned. And that produced in Darsha an incredible fear of water. Not only was water kind of scary for blind people, but her mother had passed away in water. water was very important to the Maidan and to Saza, and because of the landscape they were in, they wanted to break the sphere. They wanted to move past the sphere of Darsha. And they knew it would take years and years to do so, but they first started with touch. Darsha held on to, Saza held on to Darsha as they lay down by the shore of the river. She said to her, "I've got you, I've got you, I've got you," and Darsha could hear the water in its roar. Saza says to her, "Darsha, give me your hand and open it." And Saza, with her larger, caring hand, slowly brings Darsha's little hand to the water. The water was gentle that day, the stream was nourishing, and Darsha places her hand in the stream. She gets up to her hands and knees, and she crawls even closer to the river, and Saza holds on to her. And she sticks her hand in the current, and she begins to play with the current of water the same way that she plays with the current of air. She feels the current. She moves her hand like a fish or like a bird flying through the sky. Saza was very proud of Darsha. She says, "Yes, Darsha. Yes, Darsha." She says, "Would you like to get in the water? Would you like to put your feet in the water?" Darsha looks up at Saza and says, "Will you do it with me?" So the two of them get into the shallow edge of this river. Darsha feels the cool water rolling over her feet. She feels the wind again beginning to blow. She feels her dance with the wind coming back. She imagines that whether her hands are in the air or in the water, that she can feel and move a current. Saza says to her, "Yes, Darsha. Yes, Darsha. Yes, Darsha." Audible breath in. Audible breath in.
I feel so grounded.
You do?
Yes.
Oh.
It's really it makes me sad that I haven't oh, wow. Makes me sad that I haven't done more blindfolded hooping. That I've kind of just neglected it for such a long time. Oh. Yeah, 'cause this is just a deep experience. Oh, thanks.
There we go.
Hey, is that the artist that
Yeah.
you and Con love? Wow. San Francisco artist.
Sam
What's his name?
Flores.
Sam Flores.
Yeah, I love him. If I was ever
What
going to
a-
have the Maidan illustrated, it would be
Oh.
that dude's.
Y'all should collab.
But he's super famous.
Yeah, but get somebody to, introduce you to him.
Oh, Amy knows him.
Amy?
Manu?
W-
Remember Amy from dance?
Amy Goldstein?
No, little Amy. I'll tell you about her later.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Let's
we're
make
almost out
that
of
happen.
time already. Wow.
Come
shucks.
on.
Okay. All right. So we're going to fun. I don't know what's up with the sound. I'll figure it out later, but it's not really bugging me. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. So,
Hey, Kelly.
pull
Thank
up
you. That's so sweet.
Kelly's a long-time participant here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody has heard from Shelly, we'd love to know how she's doing.
Yeah. Just want to make sure she's okay.
Okay, let's see. Yep. All right. So we're going to do one more blindfolded. This time we're going to do a core hooping exercise. And this is a story that involves Anna, who is the runner. She is the prima madre of the whole Maidan order. So not to be too confusing here, she's the prima madre of the whole order. And if you can't core hoop and you want to go back to doing something else while I tell this story, that's just fine. But oh wait. Okay. Then you're going to drop your blindfold. Audible breath in. Saza asked Anna to basically teach Darsha how to core hoop. Audible breath in. Anna brought. There was a desert fairly close within a couple of days. Maidan, woods, the forest. Wasn't like a Sahara desert, it was just a dry, more arid place. But there weren't any trees, and so the wind was pretty fantastic. Anna brought Darsha out to that windy place. She said to her, Darsha, this is going to be easy for you. You've danced with wind your whole life. But you've always let it blow past you. Let it push you. You've let it pull you. And Anna said to Darsha, today, I want you to wrap it around you. I want you to wind it around you. Do you remember how your mother showed you to wrap a ball of yarn? Darsha said yes. I want you to wrap like yarn the wind that you feel rolling around you. Darsha grabbed her hoop, and with a big effort she sent it whirling around. And it rolled around a few times and then fell to the dusty ground. Anna said to her, success! Would you like to dance longer with it? Darsha said yes. She said, well, pull it towards you. Wrap it tight around you. Let it know you want it there. And listen to it like you listen to the wind with your hands. Listen. Listen. Audible breath in. Darsha began to have more and more success, each time longer and longer with the hoop in flight. And Anna said to her, Darsha, let your hands be open and let them fly and feel. Audible breath. Darsha said, I love the wind. And Anna said to her, and it loves you. Wrap it around you and hug it tight. Darsha said, I love the sand beneath my feet. And Anna said, the sand loves you too. Feel into it. Let it touch you. Let it hold you. Let it sturdy you. Darsha said, I love the sun. And Anna said, the sun loves you too. Let it warm you. Let it feed you. Let it bring comfort to you. By this time, the hoop was whirling around little Darsha. And Anna said to her, Darsha, step towards me. Darsha was nervous. She couldn't see what was around her. She said, Anna said, it's okay. Step towards me. Walk towards my voice. Darsha took a step, and Anna said, that's good, that's good. And Anna stepped back. She said, no, step again. She said, that's good, that's good. So they began to move Anna further and further away from Darsha, and Darsha began to step and walk continuously towards Anna. And then Anna turned away from Darsha, and she began to run, jog, move slowly, but into a run. She said, Darsha, come, I'm here, come follow me. Darsha took a big breath, and she began to walk a little bit faster, scared out of her little mind, and Anna yelled back at her, you're okay, you're okay. Come to me, Darsha, come to me, Darsha. Audible breath in. Feel the wind at your back, Anna said. Darsha began to move quicker and quicker and quicker. And at last, a glee broke out of Darsha. A laugh broke out. She said, I'm running. And Anna stopped, and Darsha ran right into her arms. You are loved, Darsha, she said. And you inspire us. Audible breath.
Yeah.
Oh,
Again, I got completely lost. But what I noticed, this was actually great, is that there's nothing like blindfolded waist hooping to help you notice, or rather, nothing like blindfolded waist hooping, stalling with the hoop, turning with the hoop, that shows you exactly where on your feet you're either avoiding contact or kind of holding and, having a kind of an unyielding, hard feeling in the foot. It makes a big difference to me. It has made a big difference in my practice to notice my feet as I move around the floor. And so I noticed again that like when you're a blindfolded waist hooping, it's just a great time to tune into the soles of the feet and really feel, how much of my foot, each foot is meeting the floor. Sometimes it can be really different between the 2 feet. And then when we notice that and we can kind of match up the sensations, make even the imprint of our foot a little more symmetrical, that can help the smoothness of our hoop, because everything that we do that's symmetrical helps the flow of our hoop. So I really noticed that.
Yeah, absolutely. And while I know she's already had to leave, but beyond the mind, she seems to have a breakthrough, so we're gonna give her some
Yay!
applause.
Woo!
Looks like I know you can't see this. She said, "I discovered a brand new HoopPath
Applause.
for me here tonight. Some
Applause.
360 front to back backpack flow, moving arms in and out. So juicy. Thank you."
Yes. We love it.
All right. Okay, so we're kind of at the end here. I know we got a late start. Do you want to do one more and then call it a night, or
let's do it. I'm so hungry right now.
What's that?
I'm so hungry right now.
Okay, so you want to just call it a night?
Please. Or we can do one more. I want to do a blindfold free hoop.
Yeah, let's just do a blindfold free hoop.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Def.
That'll give everybody a chance. So this will be our last track, and then we'll head out.
Thanks, y'all.
And so I'm feeling pretty positive about things. If you're watching on replay, please let me know if the picture looks as good as it usually does, especially on replay, because that's HD, so that's not. But if y'all think it looks just as good, I'm going to save myself a lot of money and return all these expensive parts. Because if this is okay, then this works for me. And so if it's jittery or anything's weird, let me know. All right, we'll play a little Beats Antique. Beats Antique is usually good for blind. All right. Sweet. All right, this will be our last song tonight. This is a free hoop. This one might be a little. Let's try it. This one. It's a little funky, but I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I'm gonna veto that one. I like that song, but I kind of feel like we should. I haven't heard any Beth Orton in a while. What do you think? You like Beth Orton? This is a nice chill song. Thank you guys for joining us.
She with secrets in her hair, whispers about us to share. She's as deep as a well. She's deep as a well. Another day wastes away. My heart sinks with the sun.
sweet.
What's the use in regrets? They're just things we haven't done yet. And what I regret, they're just lessons we haven't learned yet. Another day draws away and my heart sinks with the sun. It's like catching snow on my tongue. It's like catching snow on my tongue. So anyway, there I was, just sitting on your porch, drinking in the sweetest decline, the sweetest decline. So just lessons we haven't learned yet. It's like catching
All right, y'all.
snow
Thank you so much.
on
Thank you, Beth.
Thank
Orton.
y'all. You're the best.
Hopefully the sound is. I'll get it fixed, but I'm stoked. I'm happy with everything. I'm glad y'all think it looks good. We'll see you Saturday. And do you have anything you want to say?
This class is just so much fun.
All right, sweet. Yeah, more of my Dan to come. Making old school in this. Love it. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Woo!